Hi again everyone, this is my fourth video on how to improvise for piano. You can see examples of my piano improvisation on my YouTube channel. The next tip for you today is to work out how to use the accompaniment. The best accompaniment-ist on piano I've come across is of course Liszt, who is renowned as the world's best ever piano composer. You can study his work and work out how to create simple but effective piano accompaniments. There are often scalar accompaniments, there are chromatic accompaniments, there are what's known as par accompaniments where you have a pedal note followed by chords, there are repeated chord note accompaniments, interleaved structure accompaniments of melody. But whatever accompaniment you use, it wants to stick to the basic form we described in the last video, that is the AB-AB structure. And along with form in the melody and accompaniment, you want to have form overall, that is, the melody and accompaniment should unify together so that both the melody and accompaniment are lined up vertically on the score sheet to make sure that when those vertical sections are produced as a whole, that they are in progression. Keeping this unity and simplicity is the best way to make an effective and convincing piece. This brings us into unity of form, which is one of the most important aspects of any musical composition or improvisation. Unity is essential to intelligibility and progressiveness and predictability, among other things. To have unity, you want to use that basic structure ABAB. It may in fact be easier for you to learn by using an AAAA structure or an A1, A2, A3, A4 structure, where you essentially use a theme and variations and repeat them and vary them slightly in a metamorphosis type manner, where each repetition grows and changes slightly. This may be an easier way to start your improvisations. Also, unity between the melody and the accompaniment, or the left hand and right hand, may also be appropriate. Analysis of key works such as Liszt's Lebensraum can show you how unity is conveyed in a piece, and often unity, if anything, is the primarily driving factor, even more so than contrast. Unity of form, of course, comes into this on a large scale with ABA forms, and also it comes into the subtlety of musical change which you described in video 1, with the harmony, with the subtle changes of chord and derivations which lead to chord changes and chord progressions. That's all I want to talk about in this video. So the main thing to remember there is unity. Keeping unity in your work wherever you can, and the best way to work out how to do this is to take it mathematically and study it logically. Take your music and break it into different elements and make sure that they're in progression. That's, for example, having a 2-bar phrase and another 2-bar phrase and another 2-bar phrase is one example of how you can unify your whole piece. Another example is by having a constantly repeated rhythm, so a crotchet repeated rhythm or repeated rhythmic pattern throughout your piece or throughout a long section to keep it unified. Metamorphosis on a basic motif or theme is another way of doing this. So break your music down into elements and study it horizontally and vertically, and keep it simple to make it work well. That's all for this video.